When do you know your lawn is perfect? When you can hit a putter on your front yard. Yesterday, if you watched that video, Good Witch and I came out here and we made a compost pile. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Simply gorgeous. Look at all that fungus. Oh, that's gorgeous. Needs some health. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go around here, around the root system. So you get fantastic coverage with this. So it's like 7 something in the morning, and today I'm going to be applying growth regulator. I'll be talking to you about the growth regulator, why we're using it, and a few tips for you. So hold on. Howdy. Hello. So growth regulators, let's talk about them real quick. Basically, a growth regulator stops grasses, stops plants from upward vertical growth. It holds the energy, and the energy will actually a lot of times go more towards the growth of the roots and sort of a lateral spread. It'll also thicken up the look of a lawn, so it changes the actual look of the lawn. It condenses it a little bit. It's a great thing to use if you're going away on vacation. About 2 weeks before you go on vacation, you can start this treatment, and it can reduce cutting by up to 50%. So it's a valuable tool. But one of the things for us is you only put this on when you're happy with your lawn, typically. So I'm one of the few people out there right now in the world that is applying growth regulator in May. There aren't many people out there doing it because my lawn is pretty much perfect. I have some bare spots, we have some repair areas, but overall, we're out here having to cut this stuff once we have warm days almost every 48 hours to keep it at ½ an inch. Well, this is a good time for growth regulator. So I like to use the granular because it's quick, it's easy. I can do it early in the morning and be done with it. You literally can come out here and in 10, 20 minutes, just treat your whole lawn and be done with it. Now, this granular product that we use, in the description, I'll link in the description below to the product, and don't forget the Bermuda Lawn Guide is available. And of course, click the subscribe button so you don't miss this face. But this granular product that we use, the chemical within the granular product, it's a contact transfer. So this product rests up against the plant and the contact is made through the plant. That's where a large portion of it is made. So a little tip is, number one, come out early when there's dew on the grass and put it out here, and that'll start an immediate transfer because the particles will get wet and they sort of stick to the grass. I showed this last year when we did this. The other part about having dew on the grass is you'll be able to see your lines of your spreader and you'll get perfect application. One of the biggest problems is people not mixing liquids right or double spraying, and you can get this weird kind of growth. You can actually get a little bit of damage on your lawn. That's why I like the actual granular product. You have to look at the label for the application rates, but basically most hybrid Bermuda 1.7, I call it 2 pounds. 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet. The more bigger your grass is, let's say, so like a common Bermuda, you may have to put 3 pounds or more down per 1,000 square feet. And just look at the chart. Just look at the label and it tells you how many pounds per 1,000 square feet. But one of my tips is I'm going to split my treatment up. So I'm going to put out a very light coat today, and then we're going to be cutting tomorrow. I'll actually water it later tonight. Tomorrow we'll probably come out here and cut, and then I'll come back out and apply it again. So I like to do kind of a light split treatment. So anyways, let's go over here and let's start it. Make sure your spreader is dry. I didn't do that. So this morning, I had to come out here with paper towels. I told the wife, I might have to borrow your hair dryer because this stuff is so fine. You really want to make sure that your spreader is dry. My setting on my spreader, my slots are only about 1/8 of an inch. I mean, real tiny. So make sure your hopper is closed. I'm going to put about half the bag in. Super, super fine. So you get fantastic coverage with this. I love the smell of this stuff. I don't know what it is. It's just a weird smell. I just love the smell of this stuff. Wheel track, even spacing in between each. Wheel track. I've got to do a little bit by the pool, and then see that pattern down here. So one bag of this will treat my entire lawn, and I'm actually probably just going to do one treatment before we leave. I think I've decided on that. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do this morning is we did a reseed on this green, and right after the reseed I put down some PGF Complete 1608. This is the only place on my lawn that I'm high on phosphorus, and it's because of all the sand material we're using. So it's been about a week and a half. We've done our reseed, and I'm just going to hit it with, I've got just a couple tablespoons of super juice, a couple tablespoons of liquid iron, a little bit of surfactant in here, and then a little bit of the microbe pack in here too. And I'm just going to hit this today, this morning lightly, and then tomorrow morning. I'm going to spray it 2 mornings in a row. I've found that like the sea kelp and fulvic acid and that kind of stuff really helps with seed germination on this fine grass. So yesterday, if you watched that video, the Good Witch and I came out here, the garden hippies, and we made a compost pile. So I figured, I checked it after like 16 hours. I figured we'd go over here and check what happened. This is more than 24 hours now. Let's see what this pile looks like. Look at that. That is gorgeous, my friends. That is simply gorgeous. Look at all that fungus. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh man, that is an amazing pile of super compost right there. That's what I want to see. That is living material that we're going to put into our gardens. It's probably about 100 degrees still. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous fungus. Isn't that amazing? And then all these brown particles have turned white. That's the digestive process. That's so cool. And so now what I'm going to do, this is living and ready. I'm going to take this, put this into a bucket, and I'm going to go around to my vegetable garden, and I'm going to put this around the base of my plants, and maybe even work it into the soil just a little bit and get that. I know I've got active fungus, the good mycorrhizal fungi. Let's get it into the soil. Let me just give you an example. I'm just going to take a handful of this. Just going to take a handful. Let's just go to this tomato plant. This tomato plant looks like it needs some health. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go around here, around the root system. Put it in there. And just sort of turn it about. Just sort of work it in, maybe an inch or two. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. What are you doing? Are you hunting chipmunks again? Oh, she's got to help. She loves dirt. So the question is, when do you know your lawn is perfect? When you can do the putter tests. When you can hit a putter on your front yard, I think that's a pretty good indication that your lawn is pretty damn good. So front yard is pretty much perfect. Yeah, so a little windy out here today. So the front is perfect. I really don't have to do anything else except maybe a little bit of PGF Complete every few weeks and some Humichar and some of the organic matter. So it's time to shut off that growth and put down a growth regulator. My back, same thing. The back is pretty much perfect now. Shut it off. You know, if you don't want to be cutting, this is for people, especially if you've got really short turf. The growth regulator really helps. If you're going on vacation, growth regulator really helps. It just stops that vertical growth, and it pushes a little bit of the energy down to the roots. Again, warm season, cool season, anyone can use it. Once your lawn gets to the point that you're happy with it, if you want to use it, use it. So that's about it. Hit that subscribe button, and happy Mother's Day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.